Hello, welcome back. I'm Lori Williams, and today I want to talk to you about how what other people think of you is truly none of your business. So people pleasing is a big deal. People pleasing typically comes from it's like a trauma response from always having to take care of everybody else's needs. So like this is very common in people who maybe their parents had their own traumas and they were very like emotionally unavailable or emotionally immature. It's probably a better way to put it. And if you've always had to be the person to validate somebody else and to make sure that their needs were met, like emotionally, that their needs were met, then you could definitely become a people pleaser. So caring about what other people think of you is an extension of being a people pleaser. It's kind of like people pleasers like the tree, and there's caring about what other people think about you is like a branch off of that tree. It's a like a pattern or a belief of yourself based on your need to please others. So ultimately, in order to heal the fact that you care what other people think of you, you would have to really fully heal the people pleasing aspect because that's actually the root of the issue. But one thing I want to share with you to just help you even to shift your mindset around caring about what other people think about you. And that's the fact that as human beings, we project everything. So, say for an example, if I'm in like a really negative place and I'm going to say to you, like, oh, well, why did you just go and like spend all that money? And why did you buy all of that? You know, like I'm your nosy neighbor from down the street. And I'm like, well, why did you just go and do all that? That would be my own insecurity. Maybe I have like lack mindset about money. Maybe I'm jealous over the fact that you're able to do those things like financially and I'm not. The truth of it is you never know where somebody else is coming from in their projections. And we project everything. So like even if I was to tell you, "Oh my god, like you're so beautiful. You have such a good heart. Your intentions are so pure." Even that is a projection. It's whatever we see in ourselves is what we see in other people. So the people that are judging you, the people that you seem to care about what they think of you, they're only telling you about who they are. And they're showing the fragmented parts of them. They're showing you their deepest fears. They're showing you their deepest wounds. So ultimately, when it comes down to it, why does it matter what they think of you? Why does it matter what someone else who is not on the same path as you, who has not lived the same life as you, who has not had the same trials and tribulations as you, why does it matter what their opinion of you is? If you can be true to yourself and you can go to sleep every single night knowing that you've been true to yourself, that should be all that matters. There's also like some self-worth issues going on around with this too, like not with worrying about what other people think. It's because there's an inability to, or maybe you just don't know how to validate yourself. So your self worth is dependent on what other people think of you. A lot of it is feeding your ego. A lot of it is if somebody tells you, oh, you're such a great person and you're so good at your job or you're so good at your parenting, all of these different things that you're good at. That same person could also say, oh, you really suck at this. And all of a sudden you take it to heart, right? The truth of it is no one outside of you should ever be able to have control over your emotions. If you are getting down on yourself because of something that someone else is saying, they have way too much control over you. And like I said, why let them have that control? Because it's simply just a projection. If you look at everyone as like a mirror to yourself, and you being a mirror to them, all of the projections that they're saying about you is they're showing you the parts of them that are hurt, that are well, good or bad, like I said, if even we even project good things. So if someone tells you like, oh, I really love your energy and I love being around you and you're such a good person, that's a projection as well. But they're coming from more of a healed space rather than, in comparison to the person who is, sitting in judgment of you. I always tell people pay attention to the people that are judging you because they're telling you far more about themselves than they are about you. And honestly, I use that as well, maybe I don't really want this person in my life. I let them tell me who they are. And then I can decide if I want to have them in my life or not, right? So But ultimately, it should never be taken to heart. But that's the people pleasing part of it. Like I said, in order to fully heal this, you have to look at the people pleasing aspect of who you are. But understanding that everyone is simply projecting should at least help you to be able to shift your perspective around why you care about what other people think of you. The truth of it is, no one else has lived the exact life that you have lived. No one else is on your path. No one else is going to be on, like, no one. I don't, your kids, your spouse, no one is on your exact path. Why let anybody else that's outside of your path have any say on your path? How you live your life. As long as you're doing what you know in your heart is best for you, as long as you're being true to yourself, and you're doing the very best that you can do right here and right now, who cares what anybody else thinks? This is not their life. This is your life. They're literally just like a supporting character in your play, and they should not have any kind of control over how you show up in this world. That's literally between you and your creator. That's it. That's what your path is. So, like I said, this is not going to necessarily help you heal caring about what other people think of you, because, like I said, the people pleasing aspect is the core issue there. But I hope this video helps you to at least be able to understand that other people's opinions of you really aren't credible. They're really not credible. They're just open projections and showing you who they are. Appreciate it and listen to it and put it where it belongs. It belongs on them. It does not belong on you. Don't take it personally. It's not yours. You don't have to own that. It's not who you are. All right, I hope this video helps you, and I'll see you back here next time. Until then, take care. Bye for now.